The daily reality of dealing with a new deadly virus.
We've been thinking quite a lot about our PPE because it is running out.
It was a leap into deep, uncharted waters.
One of my colleagues left in tears because it's been such a horrendous night.
And COVID pushed the health service and its people to the brink.
There's people like me that are going to be looking after you.
But the Prime Minister said today lessons have been learned.
We are also, Mr Speaker, better prepared for a second wave with the ventilators, the PPE, the dexamethasone, the Nightingale hospitals.
Do those in the thick of it share his confidence? Equipment supply chains were under huge strain in March, but there are now stockpiles and new British suppliers are helping.
I mean, we're never complacent around these things, and we've had a few months of a much quieter time. The classic supply and demand position has clearly improved, so availability of product is now clearly far better than it was before.
What about treatment for patients? Medical advances and experience will help, but there's no new miracle.
The way we ventilate these patients is different, but also we have the support of the most recent trials that have shown some benefit with certain drugs, especially the steroids, dexamethasone and hydrocortisone. They're not going to cure these patients. They're not going to give you a guarantee that your patients will get better. They provide a difference in mortality.
Frontline staff paid a heavy price during the first wave, coping with long hours, staff shortages and losing patients and even colleagues. Can they take the strain again?
I think staff, in all honesty, are starting to feel tired in the same way that the public are feeling there's lots of changes to get used to, and you think that you've understood one system and it adapts again to meet the new restrictions or the new guidelines that are in place. Staff aren't immune to that either.
So much has been learned since March, but now there are new complicating factors too. Winter brings with it flu and other respiratory illnesses which will place pressure on hospitals, and they're still working through the backlog of treatments from the first peak. The Department of Health told 5 News it has allocated £2.7 billion to the NHS to support it during winter months. A rise in COVID cases is no longer a journey into the complete unknown, but there are worrying times ahead. Tessa Chapman, 5 News.